I have a question for you. If you were to distill the greatest trading lesson that you've learned over all your decades of trading, both professionally when you were in Chicago in the pit to what you're doing now with your own firm, what would be like the core lesson, like the core lesson that you learned that's given you the most success as a professional trader?
Man, it's hard to say, but I would say the way I look at things now that I wish I did back then was really time. All of what we've talked about today, the ability to slow things down and understand things that, a trader like yourself who was part-time, sometimes you can just look at the tape or you could look at what was happening in '08 and see it unraveling. You could see some things happening, during COVID or other times where I'll talk to my friends that are in the markets and they're just like, because they're looking at it from afar, it's much clearer to them. So sometimes I think I know for myself and many other traders, we get so focused on the day to day that we've lost sight of to where we really are in the spectrum of things. And there are cycles. There are times where sometimes you get these layup type trade scenarios that as long as you're in business during those times, and if you could slow things down and step back and see them, and that's why like Drunken Miller and all these other guys are so good, right? Because those guys have the amazing ability to slow things down when everybody else is speeding up. You look at Tepper and you look at so many of these guys that have been able to make billions. Buffett means the best at it, right? And you look at them, and if you study them, the difference is if you look at all of them, they're very slow moving in the way that they are. Maybe not Tepper, but a lot of them are. But they're able to make a decision because at that moment, they're like, this is an opportunity. And so the way I look at it is that I just want to be able to be in business for when things are very clear to me and I'm able to see them from a little bit from afar, because that's when I'm able to step in and best handle that situation and make the most money out of it. I'm never going to beat the market every single day. I already know that. And so there's days where all of a sudden something's going to happen and I'm going to see it, and that's going to make up for the last 3 months where I didn't do anything. And maybe I'm not trying to like kill it with a home run, but it'll just happen. Right. And so I know if I'm around long enough, I'll make money. But if I try to make money every day, I may not be around for when I know I have an opportunity to make money, if that makes sense.